I've been highly critical of Rangers for waging a vendetta against Willie Collum. I think that's an effort to pander to the lowest common denominator. And I called it out as that. And I think there's something similar here. And I feel very uncomfortable with it. The sort of calling out John Beaton's role in all of this, naming him twice in the post-match interview with Sky, then doing it again in subsequent interviews. I don't think that was clever. And Brendan knows what this part of the world is like. It's a combustible part of the world. And stuff like that I find really unhelpful. Now, funnily enough, I'm not sure that, by naming John Beaton, he's broken any rules there. So he might not get done for that. But I think the one where he's said that the officials were incompetent, I think was the word that he used. Sorry, I was searching for that there. By using the word incompetent, I think he has. It's a Veritas case. It's black and white, and if the SFA want to hammer him for that, then all the tools are already laid down for him. It wouldn't be difficult for him. Simply can't do it. You just can't call him incompetent or biased. And he did.
I said to yourself, Mick, before we started recording, I actually wasn't sure what the charge pertained to. I didn't know if by naming John Beaton that was enough to get charged. But it is really that he's inferred that they're incompetent.
No, Rule 72, inferring sort of bias or incompetence. He actually used the word incompetent in his post-match. So
he was careful because he said, there's no other word I can use but incompetence. Yeah. Now, you can infer anything out of that. I infer from that he would like to have used another word, but he thinks incompetence is probably the best one to use. So it's all hinting at something. But the very fact he used the word incompetence is a breach.
It reminds me of the old line about the referee, and he says, "What would you do if I called you a so and so?" And they said, "Oh, I'd send you off." He said, "What if I said I thought you were a so and so?" And he says, "Well, I can't say you for your thinking." So, "Okay, I think you're a so and so." He basically said they're incompetent and he's going to get any bother. It just depends on the level of bother. I mean, I know there's a bit of astucia about the timing of the hearing on March 28th. So it's got the conspiracy theorists are running wild because obviously there's 3 weeks to go till that hearing date. And that puts them right in the firing line for Livingston and then Ibrox. So it's got the tinfoil hat brigade are running wild with it now. I think that the fact is it's not a fast track matter. So it's the next available date for a hearing. It just so happens that's the date. I know Celtic aren't particularly happy with the date either. Obviously puts Rodgers in jeopardy missing Ibrox. No guarantee that'll happen either. He might get, like Keith said, he might get a slap in the wrist. He might get a suspended sentence. He might get a 1-game ban, a 1-game suspended, something like that. If he does get banned for Ibrox, I think it'll create another storm. I think Celtic are going to fight this vigorously anyway. They've got 3 weeks to put a legal case together, and I think they'll try and fight it no matter what. I think what they'll do is they'll drag in other examples of managers who've been critical of referees. Well, listen, you don't need to look far this season for VAR officials getting criticised every week. The managers come out and saying things about VAR. I think Neil Warnock's done it every week. I was at the game Saturday when he criticised the VAR again as well. So I think they might say, wait a minute, you aren't doing these guys for saying the same thing. I think Brendan did go that wee step further than some, so he will get any bother. But it's not going to go away because this year is the end of the month, and then we're going to have an old firm on the horizon as well. So it's there's more fun and games to be had with this one.